All right. How's everybody doing? It's coming up on 4:30 Chicago. What do we got here? So tech kind of leaning a little bit. We got Palantir reported, so we'll pull that one up first and take a look at their PLTR. Popped up pretty good, and it's come back in a bit. All right, so here's the move right here. Made the move up to 222 bucks. Comes back inside. It's staying above today's highs. All right, we got up to 207.52. So we're sitting right in here right now with the 2-1 inside. We do have an actionable on the overnight. That's a 3-1-1 cooking there on Palantir. All right. So what was good today, and what was not so good today? Well, let's start with the not so good, right? We look at AVGO today on your tech world, down $7 and change. So you're going to be red for the new month, all right, and the week as well. And this thing's already been moving to the downside, all right. So you're coming off a 3-day downer, all right, and kind of gave it up here at the end of the day too. Kind of dojied out. Trying to lift up here a little bit right now with a little pickup from the Palantir, which is they moved up. They moved up better, but they once Palantir kind of gave it up, they kind of came back in a little bit. All right, so that's Avgo. Avgo's down. Oracle. We always watch the daily on the Oracle, so we get the 212 downer again today. All right, on your Oracle. So we'll see what that brings us. And on the overnight right now, we're kind of just staying right inside here at 257 and change. All right, so we're real close to today's lows. All right, so Oracle. We'll see, right? They're kind of lean in here a little bit. All right, Microsoft coming off that 5-day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this has been a nice move to the downside now on Microsoft, and so now your month is here. You're stuck inside, and there's your week. Okay, so today we had control of all three of the big ones. Okay, so the quarter we do not have control over, but we'll see what tomorrow's shows us when they break away. All right, so Microsoft 516.65 right now, slightly lower here, and would need to break through 514 to break it to go down on Friday's lows. All right, so there you go. You got Microsoft a little bit lower here. Apple's got the hammer back up at the end of the day. It was moving back nice here. I'm sorry, up here. We started to make this move back up here. All right, and now to finish the day, they did do some pushing. All right, so you get the 2-2 back up. Now she's back inside 268.42. All right, so here's where Apple lies with this, trying to hammer up, guys. Trying to hammer up on the day, trying to hammer up on the week and the month. Okay, Apple. That's Apple down $1.32 for the day. Microsoft was down 78 cents for the day. All right, NVIDIA. NVIDIA. It's kind of a shooter down day for sure. All right, stuck here. Was moving. This thing was kind of chopping all day. All right, so we made the move down. We got the nice climb all the way back up to 211 and change. And then they really did puke it all the way back down to 205. So a little volatile here, little vol going on there. All right, but we finished the day with an actionable signal there on the 30-minute, all right? And we got the actionables on the 60 as well. All right, so there's your day on NVIDIA. kind of another downer day for NVIDIA. All right, Microsoft, and then you got Micron. All right, Micron, bold day up. Kind of dojied out on the day here a little bit. Kind of stuck in the middle, and stuck in the middle on the 60 as well. But as you see here on the overnight, Micron's starting to take back up again here. So if you want to get back up on that 30, you're going to have to get back to 235.50 coming back up. Micron, you got full time frame continuity to the upside, okay? Micron. And AMD, man, AMD is just beast. Just beastie on the AMD, right? So full time frame continuity here today. You got to hammer up on the day, but you're 1-1. All right. So we'll see what comes out of the 1-1. You can't stay one forever. All right. So that's something's going to give over here. So we'll keep an eye on AMD. That's definitely one of the better ones. Okay. And coming up on the overnight already, starting to lift up a little bit there. Okay. So there's your AMD. That's kind of where we're at with the tech. There's some stocks that were good today for sure. Let me see. AMAD. How about AMAD? AMAD full-time frame continuity. We don't have that 60 right now. We got the outsider here, 213. So it looks like we're probably going to be trapped inside this thing. But this was a nice day upper here. All right, so you got the month up, you got the quarter up, and you got the week up. All right, so we'll see if anything comes out of that. That was up $4.61 today. AMAT was a little better. It's kind of a mixed bag across the board with everything. So, like I said, we're gonna be looking at what's been pretty good today. What sectors were good today? Cyclicals were pretty good today. So I narrow the field down because I don't want to go to too many stocks. I just want us to find the stuffs that's moving our way, all right? Carvana had a nice day today. Carvana, look at the 2-day up on Carvana, okay? Full time frame continuity to the upside, all right? You got this quarter that's a problem, a little problematic on the quarter here. A lot of time to go. Still got 2 months, okay? 2 full months of trading. So that's, that's 40-something days. All right, so we'll see what Carvana can do, starting to move this guy. That was a nice upside today, though. All right, so consumer cyclicals, a little bit stronger this morning. Yesterday. Airbnb is going to report this week, too. That one's going to be reporting, I think, tomorrow, potentially. All right, coming back up here on Airbnb on the overnight right here, as you see. All right, so Airbnb, nice day, goes outside on the day here. All right, now you got this actionable 60. That's probably gonna dealing with that in the morning. Okay, so 126.80. And you're going to have to get through 127.04, which is going to be 127.40. All right, so it looks like we're going to be stuck inside here to start tomorrow with Airbnb. Airbnb, a better day today. All right, Toyota Motors. Toyota, nice outside day here. Goes 2-3 on the day. We don't really have any actionable except for the month now because we're stuck inside here. You're 2-2 up on the quarter. This thing's been moving pretty nice. It triangled out. You got the move to the upside. She breaks down. Now we wait to see if she can get out of there. All right, so we'll keep an eye on Toyota. Toyota's holding up pretty well. Ford fought back today, too. I love this 60 coming back at the end of the day. All right, because I'm in Ford and I want to buy more, but today was kind of garbagey. But I did like to see this at the end of the day. It's a nice finish, all right? She finishes with a hammer. It's red, but it is what it is. Ford, definitely, I think Ford's a little better. How about Las Vegas Sands? Just continues to rip. All right, Las Vegas Sands just has been tearing it up. All right, look at the weeks here. 22222 right there. There's your 2-month upper. All right. These are the stocks we want to be in. All right. So continuation to the upside. You got the quarter up. You got the 3 2 month up, and just a wonderful day today. Las Vegas Sands continues to do really well. All right, so I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of them. There is more that are better here, but I'm just trying to pick the ones that are going to give us the best chances to try to get make some money here. All right, so oil services really moving here nice. Another up day nice on the OIH. We do have actionables on the last 260s of the day, so some shenanigans could come out of there. They don't show much on the overnight on this thing. So you got that, you almost got a 2-up on a Monday. All right, so we'll see what OIH, see if that can keep going. Schlumberger was pretty good today, right? Schlumberger had a nice day up, right? Check out Halliburton. All right, Halliburton had the nice day. Kind of came back in at the end of the day with the 60s sliding back down. That's where you got your shooter coming down from. But Halliburton, a little bit better there. Okay, I'm not going to go too many of them. But, all right, this group here, pretty good, all right? What else do we got that's going on here? The utilities kind of waking up here a little bit. Coming out of the 2-2 down week, comes back inside now. What do we got here? Shooter down at the end of the day, so they kind of poked it there at the end. But a nice 2-day. Tried to engulf, but couldn't get the job done. All right, so there you go. You got your XLU, your utilities, trying to fight back after this, like I said, this 2-2 down on the week. All right, so, and it's just been coming down really good on dailies, all right? So looks like buyers are trying to start to take control. I'm not really bought on that one yet, but it's looking a little bit better today, and then we'll see if there's any continuation with that, all right? And then XLE on your energy. Tried to put a hammer up here. I'm not really pleased with this one that much, but it's what it gave us. So it is a hammer of sorts. Okay. So tried to hammer up on the week. All right, coming off the 2-1-2. It's looking like the week could possibly engulf here, okay? Coming in tomorrow, we'll see what happens. It's already trading higher this morning. This right now, 88.25, XLE coming back up a little bit there. All right, there is your XLE. Another group that was pretty good today was real estate. All right, real estate had a good day, pretty decent day, mixed bag. Everything's mixed bag. Remember that. Every single group is mixed. But I'm picking the best. Here, all right? So Vanguard, pretty good day here. Tried to engulf, couldn't get up there to 89.49, but I like the 3 at the end of the day. So the kind of opened up the field here for us a little bit. Wants to see what happens with this. We're definitely going to be fighting with this thing in the morning on Vanguard, and just coming back inside a tiny bit. Look at the week last week. So you got a mother bar issue here a little bit. All right, I'm not calling it crazy. You got that month up, and you got that quarter that is not really playing ball. All right, so but better today, all right? Vanguard was pretty good. Going to the Well. Well had a good day with the 2 up on the day. And I'm telling you, like out of 11 sectors, only 4 were positive, okay? So Well, much better here. It was up $1.28 today, very modest, up 0.7% higher, but a good day. All right, finished here strong too. The buyers were still in control at the end of the day on the 60s. They kind of gave it up a little bit, but we'll see if Well can keep it going. You got the inside week and you got full time frame continuity. That's what we're looking for. All right, so Well, a little bit better there on the Well. All right, Vino, if you're into that kind of thing, Vino, I don't see what this is all about. Sometimes this can be bogus. I'm watching this here. 38.63. We'll see about that. Okay. Had a nice day. Had a good day today. Got finished stuck in the middle. I would have liked it better if it had a nice hammer up here. But again, with the buyers took control on these threes at the end of the day. All right, so we'll wait and see what happens. I don't know if this is real or not. Sometimes this, again, think or swim. Sometimes they just make up their own charts. All right, DLR dollar. This one's good too. Nice day up here. Goes outside on the day. So you got a 3 on the day. Buyers in control at the end of the day. That's why I like these 3 especially, because I did see the buyers coming in at the end of the day, which was really, really good. And it had a really good day. All right, so we'll see if dollar DLR can continuation to the upside. We got full time frame continuity. And again, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so that group pretty decent. Then I kind of go off the rails a little bit here. XLP still garbage, and the markets, they're wavering a little bit here, but it seems as though they get it together every time. So we'll wait and see. What's going to happen there. But looking across here now, XLP, all right, garbage. All right, it's red on the day. It was sellers in control at the end of the day. Kimberly-Clark, I think, was a big reason why. Kimberly's buying that KVUE. So that was the news out on this thing. So Kimberly-Clark was down $17. They're buying that stock KVUE. That one's been in the news a lot lately, KVUE. So they were the recipient today, up $1.77. So Kimberly-Clark, I think, knocked down the group a little more. And Coca-Cola was down like 90 cents, 93 cents, pretty close. All right, nothing good there. But what did I see that was moving? I saw Diageo was moving here with the booze. All right, Diageo with the 2-day up. All right, so there's Diageo with the. Now you got sellers finishing the day. I don't like that. We'll see how they're going to come out in the morning. All right, so Diageo a little bit better. These are kind of defensive, so we'll see. If they don't go, then it's telling us that the market's still pretty good and we're doing okay. All right, so post was good too. 2.2 up on the post, up $1.85, up 1.78% today. Full time frame continuity. You got the nice week in there, and you had a beautiful day upper. All right, I'm not going through. I'm just giving you 4 stocks. All right, so that's post, and that's on our XLP. Now I'm just gonna go off a little bit here. Uber, all right, Uber's hitting $100. It already did on the overnight. 100.70. All right, Uber has been moving. Somebody put out a buy on this thing, calling for $125. I wouldn't go buying it here. But on a pullback, I think we definitely want to be interested in Uber, all right? Sellers really took control at the very end of the day. So we had some profit taken. Guys wanted to get out. It was a nice day. They decided to sell some stock, and there came back in with the shooter, all right? But already holding up pretty nice there at 100.56, all right? Uber, and they're going to report, okay? And so is Lyft, all right, this week. I'm not sure what day. All right, Lyft is better, up 49 cents today. I got actionable signals all crazy here with the month 211 here stuck. We already took the week up. All right, and it looks like she's already going higher at $20.99. All right, nice day up on Lyft. See if you can get some continuation there. It's kind of following Uber a little bit. All right, obviously those two guys go well together. The banks were real mixed bag. I mean, as you can see here, we did get the hammer on the day on the XLF, trying to come back here. Sellers still in control with the 3-2. The month is really kind of stuck here right now. Just trying to hold from breaking. All right, so we'll see what happens with the banks. Citibank had a good day. Citibank had a really good day. Look at that outsider closed out on the high of the day. All right, so they're getting a little bit better there. JP Morgan kind of stuck inside on the day and stuck red. And sellers were sort of control at the end of the day. I'm not going to go through too many of them. There's Goldman Sachs. Outside as well, but stayed green, started red. All right, so but sellers controlling here at the last 2 hours of the day. So I cannot put enough emphasis on the fact that we really are. Our groups are just really, really mixed. Okay, so just know that. My Jenny back all the way down to $11. All right. I don't think she's ready yet, guys. I think there's still some more. Try to get better here. There's probably going to be a little more triangling out. And the question is, are we going to be able to get back up to the high of the year here at 1373 with 2 months to go? It's starting to look like this is going to be tough to get through here right now. All right. But Jenny has her way. All right, 8675309. All right, I got her number off the wall. All right, Jenny, she's a fighter, man. She's a fighter. That's what I'll say. DraftKings going to report this week. DraftKings got murdered. To the downside with you on the weeks. All right, this thing just fell apart. Tied in with this basketball business, I think. 2-2 down on the quarter. I mean, this thing has been really, really, really punched around here. All right. And it's going to report, I think it's going to be on Thursday. No hurry, no touchy right now. All right. But they are going to report. So we'll see if anything happens there. Healthcare was really mixed, but there's a couple of ones that I really like. Right here, they had a pretty decent day on the XLV. It was up 20 cents on the day. It finished with a nice hammer going up at the end of the day. I really like this GILD. These guys 2 up on the day. This thing keeps going, man. This one's really strong. Curing hepatitis and all these other things that Gilead does. Gilead's doing really, really good work. All right, so we'll see if GILD can keep going. I don't know about Johnny John, man. Johnny John, remember when I showed you the charts where it was trapped for 5 years, and it looks like it wants to start doing it again. I mean, look at this. 3-2 coming back inside here on Johnson & Johnson. This group right now, especially what's going on with the government, the whole reason why the government is not opening right now is because of what's going on with United Healthcare and Obamacare and all this business, all right? So there's your United Healthcare. Try to get a little bit better today. Some buyers I see at the end of the day there. I think every single rally is met with a punch in the face, but that seems to be the way things are going right now, all right? So Cigna had a good day today, all right? Cigna was much better there, all right? That's going to get you full time frame continuity to the upside, and then we'll pull up Cardinal Health. Cardinal Health is a little bit tipping down here, so you get the shooter down, trying to come back. Like if this thing was to come back down and start breaking, that would be an entry point for you to go down lower here. All right, so a little bit of a pivot there with Cardinal Health, but we'll see what goes there. I really didn't go through too many of the healthcare stocks. I'm trying to trim it down because I just don't want to talk for that much. All right, and I got to keep you guys try to keep you entertained. McDonald's is going to report. It's falling apart on the dailies. Try to fight back a little bit today. If buyers do get control, It will move here. All right, so 296.37. I mean, this thing was at 319. Just a triangle out here back to 312. All right, not much on the overnight anything right now. These guys on CNBC, we're talking about Starbucks, and I'm kind of in the same page that they're on. 77 bucks. Okay, that's my number. $77. I think if you get Starbucks below 80, I think you're doing okay. As long as the futures are doing okay and everything's going, everything's going your way. But Starbucks is taking a beating here, okay, for sure. And the price of coffee is going up on them as well. So you got a little bit of a mixed bag there, all right. So Starbucks, and I'll go off a little bit more here. FTNT, I bought some of this today. Fortnite had a nice day here. Look at this guy. All right, talk about full time frame continuity. We're already 2-2 up on month with the 2-2 up on the week. All right, maybe a little bit too much fast, but we'll see. It's already going higher here. It looks like it already wants to go higher here. Fortnite, pretty good. All right, on our cybers. CrowdStrike, nice day today. Got stuck in the middle at the end of the day with the 60 that came back inside. Kind of tore it up a little bit. So there's your stuck in the middle. So we'll see what happens. If that can happen, PANW. I don't think PANW could take the day. It was trying to go outside on a day, but it didn't quite get there. Nice hammer up though. All right, so that one's a little better. And that I hate this one, but I had to talk about it. Rapido. I like the 2-1 inside here. 2-1-2 continuation to the upside. You do have a crappy year going on here. All right, so it could be the 2-1-2 month possibly. This thing might not get out. This thing might just sit there a month. Hopefully it doesn't go back down. All right, but that's the only thing I see right there. The 2-1-2 difference. Quarter's still down. Chaparama. It's going to take a lot for that thing to get back up. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. RGTI, what'd that one do today? Disappointment with the downside coming back down on the day. RGTI. All right, so 2-1-1. Here's another one with a couple of ones that are still consolidating. All right, so we'll go to the futures. What do we got? We got SPY stuck inside on the month. And what I'm watching right now this week, I think we need to wait like a whole week to see what's really going to start to transpire here. And what do we have? Well, on SPY on the week, I got shooter, hammer. All right? It ain't great, but it's a shooter, and that's a hammer. All right? So on your weekly, red and dead, but buyers were taking control at the end of the day, and I do see a little bit of lifting here, 638.28. All right, so we're in a weird spot right now. Okay, we got to get out of that hole. All right, here's the same thing here with the Qs. Buyers were coming up; they were showing up today. All right, now we got shooter down, and that's not really a hammer for me. Some people might call it that, but so we're stuck inside here now. We got to get these things right, get back up. We're not going to get back into full time frame continuity here. All right, we do have the quarter though, and the quarter's been holding up pretty strong. So we got to lean on that quarter. We got to lean on that quarter hard. All right, and then diamond's just garbage today, like really garbage. All right, chop. Embrace it. I don't know. They tried to get it going here at the end of the day. Already lower on the overnight, back down to 473. So trying to get to 50,000 isn't going to get the job when you get up to 48. What did we got? 480,000. I mean, I'm sorry, 48,000. So, but $480.39 was the high that we made. And I'm talking about the Dow Jones when I said 48,000 and change. We backed off there real fast. All right, trying to hammer back up into the week. It's going to take a real somebody needs to kick these guys in the rear end and get these things moving. All right, so that's kind of where we are with the futures right now. All right, I'm watching the VIX pretty close. It's still sitting at 17 bucks. It's pretty quiet. Tech is kind of leaning. Palantir showed up. It did get up to 222, but then it came back in. But Palantir's doing wonderful. I mean, they got contracts coming out of everywhere. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And this is like what tier? 30 minutes now. 30 minutes. All right, I can't. 30 minutes too much for me to talk. All right, so Roblox, keep an eye on the Roblox. It broke down 2 days ago, or no, yeah, 2 days ago now. Right here, it's a gap or down day. No, it wasn't the gap or down day. It just puked straight down. All right, this thing's gonna turn around. All right, so keep an eye on this one. If you can get it, if you get it at the right price, things starts to move a little bit better. That Tapper's coming down too. Tapestry. There's another one that came down pretty good. All right, wait to see if any of these start to get moving. Watch the cyclicals. I think they might be the group. All right, we'll see if retail's not really kicking it right now. But I'm watching this Carvana, this Airbnb, some of these consumer cyclicals. I think that's where we're at, and I think here comes energy. All right, I think energy's got a better shot at getting going, and you got a wild card on the real estates. You never know with them. You might pick one or two that will go, and the rest of the group will do nothing. It's just the way they are. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. The 10 years staying above 4 for sure. Okay, the dollars pulled back a little bit. It was almost at $1. All right, so the dollars starts getting over $1. Things get a little bit weird. Fortinet is coming back up. I like Ford. Macy's just a beast. Can't speak enough for Macy's. All right, just she's a beauty. All right, another great day up here. We're gonna pot it like it's 1999 on that moment. I'm gonna leave it there. All right, be good.